Okay, my name is Dale Brady, and in 1955, May 25th at 10:30 at night, our little town was hit by the F5 tornado. This is in south central Kansas. And I woke up in the night, with just a little town, everybody goes to bed early. So I woke up at night and I hear this roaring. So I called down to my dad and I says, "Dad, what's that noise?" And so my dad says, "I'm not sure, but you guys, you and Dickie get down there as fast as you can." So we jump out of bed, and he's 11 years old, and I'm 16. And we run down the stairs, we put our Levi's on, run downstairs, and we're going to the back door. All of us was going to go down underneath the house in a root cellar. But we get to the back door, and the lock on the door breaks from the wind. And then so Dad and I, we pushed the door shut, and my mom and two sisters were standing right beside it, right behind us. And then the door splits right down the middle, and then that's when the tornado hit us. And then the house started sliding, and then that's all I remember. It just broke up. And then when it come to, the house was gone from above us, from around us, and below us. The foundation, it's an old Kansas farmhouse. The foundation was made out of stones, and they was all even blown away. The barn was gone, the chicken house was gone, the outhouse, and everything that was there, tractor, and a car. My brothers couldn't even find one piece of the car to collect insurance. And so there was my dad and mom and my little brother, he was killed. And my two sisters was there laying on the ground. They never found my little brother for, maybe a couple of weeks. But anyway, here we have a 350 mile an hour wind blow our house away and do all that destruction. Yet here we lay right at the edge of where the house had been. And with that, how come we didn't get blown away? It's only God can answer that. It wasn't our time to go. And my sister Karen, she was 12, and I didn't see her that night, but she told me later that she was that pulled a great big elm tree out of the ground, a huge one, probably over close to 3 foot in diameter. Pulled it out of the ground, and she was down in that hole where the roots had been, and she was pinned down there, and it rained a foot that night, and she said she's about to drown before somebody come around and found us. And then my little sister, she was about maybe 10, 15 feet from me. She had her, and leg was so mangled. She was 6 years old. Her right leg was so mangled they had to amputate it below the knee. And her left arm, below the elbow, was it had the two bones in it. Well, it tore the small bone clear out of her arm. And so they saved the rest of it. And but my mother, she wasn't knocked unconscious. And she said that it felt like she went really high in the sky, but as this tornado lofted at 55,000 feet. And of course it's at night, and there's trees and barns and everything else in that thing, and you can't see. But anyway, she said it just felt like she went really high, and then she'd fall fast and stop, fall fast and stop, and fall fast and stop. And said when she got to the ground, she said it felt like somebody just laid her on the ground, real tender like. And anyway, there were some people finally drove around the town, and you couldn't get through the town to our place, so somebody went around the section and come and found us and took us to the hospital. And there's no I've thought about this for 50 years. There is no way to explain that except God's hand was protecting us.
Amen.
Psalm 91, read that.
Amen. Thank you.